सफीर पाकिस्तान आपके जज्बों का तर्जुमान। वतन से दूर, वतन की आवाज और आपकी पहचान। सफीर पाकिस्तान।
Pakistan will need our help to rebuild.
Between Pakistan and the United States, this is the time to act and to act jointly.
An international television program that has highlighted the achievements of Pakistani Americans.
You're doing fantastic and amazing work that exemplifies the true Pakistani spirit.
Thank you, Safiri Pakistan, for the amazing work that you do.
The media plays a central role.
He performs incredible duties to the community of Pakistanis in America.
समाजी, सहाफती, इस्लामी।
We are committed to continuing this engagement and support as both of our nations work together to build peace and prosperity.
Safiri Pakistan has helped unite the Pakistani and South Asian American communities.
Safiri Pakistan has done a tremendous work.
I'd like to thank the Khan and Safiri Pakistan.
Safiri Pakistan, all the best.
हर जगह, हर पल आपका अपना सफीर पाकिस्तान नजर आता है। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। नाज़रीन, आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली ख़ान प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान के साथ हाज़िर खिदमत है। पाकिस्तान कदीम सखाफ़त का हसीन तसलसल। माजी की दिलावेज और अज़ीम शान सदाकतों को दौरे जदीद से हम आन करते हुए आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली ख़ान प्रोग्राम सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान के साथ हाज़िर खिदमत। नाज़रीन, आइए देखते हैं कि आज के प्रोग्राम में हमने क्या कुछ शामिल किया है। देखते हैं आज के प्रोग्राम की हाइलाइट्स। आवाज का जादूगर, शहंशाह सुरसंगम, राहत फतेह अली खान, द लिविंग लेजेंड, बैक टू लॉस एंजलिस इन कॉन्सर्ट, Pasadena Civic Center Auditorium, May 17th, Sunday. Proud presentation of Dylan and Tish Entertainment. Call for ticket and sponsorship today.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, मैं हूँ राहत फतेह अली खान और मैं आ रहा हूँ आपके शहर लॉस एंजलिस में। मेरे साथ मुलाकात कीजिए अपने शहर में। लॉग ऑन टू www.facebook.com/rfakworld।
हाजी अली पिया वली खुदा, हज पिया वली खुदा, वली खुदा, हम पे भी जरा हो करम की निगाह।
नाज़रीन, जहाँ जानते हैं कि अमेरिका में पाकिस्तानी अमेरिकन कम्युनिटी काफ़ी मसरूफ़ रहती है अपनी समाजी फलाही सरगर्मियों में और मुख्तलिफ स्टेट्स के अंदर मुख्तलिफ प्रोग्राम्स होते रहते हैं। कैलिफोर्निया में एमवैक यानी कि अमेरिकन वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट ने एक नहायत ही अहम और इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रोग्राम तरतीब दिया जिसकी रूह रवा है अनीला अली। उनकी ज़ेर सदारत ये प्रोग्राम उनके अदारे ने नहायत ही आला तरीके से सरअंजाम दिया। वो प्रोग्राम आज की रिपोर्ट में हमने शामिल किया है। अमेरिकन वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की सालाना कन्वेंशन नॉर्टबेरी फार्म होटल में नहायत ही बड़े पैमाने पर ऑर्गेनाइज किया, जिसमें पाकिस्तान की कॉकस की चेयरमैन शीला जैक्सन कांग्रेस वुमेन ह्यूस्टन से खुसूसी तौर पर एल आई और शिरकत की। ये नहायत ही अहम बात थी और शीला जैक्सन की जो खिदमात हैं वो किसी से ढकी छुपी नहीं है। इसके अलावा जुडिशल कांग्रेस वुमेन, US अटॉर्नी, डायरेक्टर FBI, डायरेक्टर होमलैंड सिक्योरिटी और कई अहम तरीन शख्सियात ने शिरकत की।
We've been trying to integrate into the community. We've been engaging the mainstream community. We have also held a lot of food drives and we've done toy drives with our friend, the Congresswoman here. We've also had community forums, we've had meetings, we've raised money for the causes that we believe in. And one of the most important causes for all of us is education, globally and locally. And so we've written articles, we've talked about, spoken up against the abuse of women and human rights around the world and in the US. And our board members have been really active in getting people to register to vote, and that was last year. So inspiring other women to run and become elected officials and take up positions, helping our young people that you see around here, getting in touches with the government, with other private agencies. They have really been busy. Also, you have board members that are part of a mosque, and yes, they have to fight a little bit to stay on the boards, but they have been helping women with domestic violence issues, and then with financial issues, with legal and immigration issues. So you can see that we've been trying to cover all of the fields that somebody could need help in. So we decided that as a group, we're going to come forward and help our civic leaders, our interfaith leaders, and really take the difficult road and get engaged with our government in helping counter violent extremism, and not just nationally, but globally as well.
So let me quickly begin to speak to the women here and express my excitement to JSMUAANA for this great conference and the American Muslim Women Empowerment Council. I look forward to coming back again. The women are dynamic, and the idea and the concept is dynamic. And it is crucial and important to what we're doing. I want to congratulate the Council for the first resolution, I believe, that may have been passed by an American Muslim Association. In this instance, it is women talking about standing united with law enforcement and the government of the United States, interfaith organizations, civic leaders in countering violent extremism. The whole idea of countering violent extremism seems to be a personal attack. The United States is forgetting the richness of her diversity and going after one group versus another. And I would hope, as this conference is being held today, that we look to the American Women Empowerment Council, not with an eye of criticism or an eye of distrust, but an eye of trust and a welcoming eye to say that they are coming to women, not to condemn the broader audience that is not in this room, not to be able to pick and choose between various faiths, and I'm so delighted that there are so many faiths who pray for us today, but to be able to be courageous enough to stand up and say, as the President has said, we're countering violent extremism. You notice, it did not mention radical Islam or Islamic violence. We mentioned countering violent extremism. Is that not the role of women who want to protect children, our babies that are coming into the world, our young children who may be forced to think that the only way for human dignity for themselves is to be attracted to all that is on the internet and to be attracted to what is wrong?
Curb extremism by working with law enforcement. With your efforts, Muslim American women will never accept being second-class citizens.
But I have to tell you that one of the most difficult issues that I've had to address as U.S. Attorney is this realm. What do we call our engagement, our communication, our trying to develop the relationships of trust with the Muslim community. And I know that there's a panel later that's going to talk about some of the details of that. But with my few minutes that I had here today, I wanted to share my personal life story with you and how I think that we can learn from lessons past and do a better job this time.
We want to really expand our outreach, and we have made great strides in this, but we have a lot greater strides to make, and that is in all communities.
Trust building and reaching out and establishing partnerships and teaching problem solving, giving access to government, giving advice to government. And so for your leadership, Anila and all of your board members, you are taking hits today. You're being criticized by those that doubt what this is. And remember that a name is a name, an acronym is an acronym. But the process of what we're doing to build peace and to build a future, the prayers that we heard at the beginning, one line really stuck with me, and that is this idea of peace for humanity. And today we have the acting U.S. Attorney, Stephanie, is here today. We have the Assistant Director in Charge, Dave Bowditch. We have Susan DeWitt from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Harun Azar from Department of Homeland Security. We have LAPD and all the politicians that are here and the business people are here because we believe in what you do.
This conference will be an important opportunity to commemorate AMWAC's work to engage and empower Muslim American women. As chairman of House Foreign Affairs Committee, I commend AMWAC's stated mission to build a more resilient and informed Muslim American community. The organization has addressed issues such as countering violent extremism and educating women in the community relations. AMWAC deserves to be recognized for this important service to our community. I would like to congratulate AMWAC for its determination, and I applaud its recently approved comprehensive resolution which affirms a commitment to civic engagement and countering violent extremism. I wish you a productive conference and all the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Ed Royce, Chairman, House Foreign Affairs Committee.
So I'm going to talk to you about the mentorship program. Basically what it is it's pairing up people that have certain skill sets and knowledge base with people that need help and guidance with that skill set and knowledge base. So for example, let's just say that, there's someone that wants to start their own business, but really does not know how to start. For example, how to create a business plan, how to apply for a small business loan, and so on. So we'll pair them up, and that would be the mentee. We'll pair them up with a mentor that has that skill set, that knows how, that basically knows how to start their business, and and all the odds and ends that go with it. The other example would be, for example, if someone is in high school and they would like to get into a good college, right? What does it take to get into a good college? How do we prepare for SATs? How do we write good essays and so on? So that we will pair up with someone that has gone through the process and knows how to get into a good college.
This powerful councilwoman and this organization. And another thing I want to share a very small story of my journey, how I started.
I feel that there are so many more deserving women to have this award. I'm not the one, but I like to share this with all those women who put out their time, aside from their busy lives, professions, families, and everyone, and help out in any community events, community causes that they're needed for.
I'm honored to receive this award from my sisters. I've been working in community work and education for over 20 years. And one of the things I've noticed in this work, I've worked in the poorest communities of color in Los Angeles, primarily in South Los Angeles for over 20 years. And one of the things I've noticed is that the more that there was profiling, the more that there was kind of repressive pressure towards young people, the more they went into the fringes and became radical.
and I had the privilege of participating at the White House with Anila and a number of our law enforcement partners, because they selected Los Angeles as a model for the rest of the country of open dialogue, of going to each other, not just to say we support each other, but to solve problems together. And we need to see American Muslims as part of the solution, even though we are not part of the problem.
इसके अलावा एक प्रोग्राम LAPD ने किया, that was a टाउन हॉल मीटिंग, जिसको ऑर्गेनाइज किया था मोहम्मद खान ने, वो भी आज के प्रोग्राम में हमने शामिल किया है। इसके अलावा डेफिनेटली अपना की एक रिट्रीट हुई थी, वहाँ की मीटिंग थी सिंध मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी की और अपना नॉर्दर्न चैप्टर की, उसकी भी रिपोर्ट आज हमने शामिल की है जो बाकी रह गई थी। अमेरिका में बढ़ती हुई दहशतगर्दी के हवाले से अमेरिका में पुलिस, शेरिफ डिपार्टमेंट, होमलैंड सिक्योरिटी, इंटेलिजेंस अदारे, FBI और दीगर रिलेटेड एरिया में काफ़ी तशवीश पाई जाती है। इस बढ़ती हुई सूरत हाल के पेश नज़र LAPD ने एक टाउन हॉल मीटिंग का एहतमाम किया, जिसमें नहायत ही तफसील से इस मौजूदा सूरत हाल से निपटने के लिए और ख़ात्मे के लिए LAPD ने मुस्लिम लीडर से बातचीत की और दरपेश सूरत हाल और हसासियत से आगाह किया। पुलिस चीफ का कहना था कि मुसलमान कम्युनिटी की एक बाकिरदार और आला सोसाइटी का हिस्सा है, तालीम याफ्ता है, प्रोफेशनल है।
This window of time in America is something that all of us have to work on. And that's relationships. You know, there is a new philosophy or term that is being used repetitively in discussing policing in America, and it's called relationship-based policing. And when you think about it, policing is all about relationships. Matter of fact, any human interaction that is positive and uplifting is about relationships. And that's what these forums are about. That's what this forum is about, is making sure that we have a relationship of trust, of openness, of frankness, so that we can speak frankly to each other about issues as they arise, and that we can deal with them through trust.
And hopefully we can put context around this word. Unfortunately, we didn't come up with the name, and unfortunately this name has already left the depot, so we're kind of stuck with it. But let's talk about what it is, this idea of countering violent extremism in this era that we're in, where groups like Daesh and Al-Qaeda and Boko Haram are recruiting some of our kids and adults through various means, whether it be the internet or human sources, etc.
And the way that I think about it is that if we know that Al-Qaeda is trying to attack us, then we have to talk about CVE. If we know that ISIS or ISIL are trying to recruit our young people, we have to talk about CVE. If you believe, as I do, that there are young Muslims who may be recruited by some of these folks, young impressionable Muslims, young Muslims who are looking for something that's larger than themselves to belong to, then we have to talk about CVE. CVE, or violent extremism, is not a problem that is inherent to Islam. It is not endemic to the Muslim community, but it is something that has captured our nation's attention.
I just want to briefly touch on what the White House Summit was, in sort of why LA was chosen. The White House Summit, very briefly, was intended, especially for the domestic audience, to highlight three regions in the country where there are very well-established and robust partnerships between law enforcement and community non-governmental groups working together on a variety of different sort of risk mitigation programs. And so Los Angeles, as Chief Downey mentioned specifically with LAPD in 2007, but we know many of the communities here represented today have been working on a variety of different programs, whether it's through your mosques, your schools, your organizations that work hard to not necessarily for the security of your community, but for the betterment of the United States and and as it relates to your specific community.
I'm glad to be here today. I was at the first Muslim Forum for the Chief of Police of the LAPD back in 2007. I've now joined the LAPD, and it's a great honor to be here and to see how much it's developed and the growth and the strength that the partnership between LAPD and the Muslim American community in Los Angeles has built. As you know, the mission of the forum, and as also indicated on the agenda, is to build partnerships and resiliency. Resiliency to the many tragedies and controversies and challenges that any community and any nation faces, but to build that resiliency as a community, as a police agency, really as a country, and be able to weather those things when they come. The key part of that, of course, is partnerships, and the Chief spoke about how important partnerships are. Partnerships are developed through relationships, through open relationships where we communicate, we have dialogue, we disagree, but we work through those things to come to the greater good.
As proud Americans, we encourage our girls to avail every opportunity there is to fulfill their dreams. Los Angeles Police Department has been an integral part of Muslim community outreach. We are proud partners and honored to work with LAPD and especially with Deputy Chief Michael Downey as a partner in empowering American Muslim women and educating about countering violent extremism, building relationships of trust with law enforcement, and partnering with them in keeping our communities safe. From the clause of Rala Ali, who represented MVAC at the CVE summit at the White House. By LAPD involving and including Muslim community in dialogue, it makes Muslim community stronger, resilient, and integrated in Los Angeles.
I'd like to acknowledge and recognize the community outreach efforts and programs LAPD has offered to many ethnic groups in the greater Los Angeles area. LAPD engagement with the community through forums such as this one have brought many community members closer to the department and have become an integral part of the outreach programs that the department offers. These type of programs and sessions makes everyone feel at ease to engage in dialogues and discuss issues that are beneficial and crucial to their communities at large. LAPD officers and Pakistani community have established a special bond through celebration of cultural and community events. The Pakistani community is thankful for their involvement and participation in many events and support extended to their efforts. I want to thank Deputy Chief Downey and his group for attending many of our events and help facilitate with all the logistics. Also, the Pakistani American community extends a special thank to Chief Beck for leading one of the largest police departments in the nation and his efforts to build community and racial harmony.
COPA, as you know, is a very unique organization, as it represents not just one faith, but all faiths. We are a Pakistani American organization, and we represent Pakistani Americans who are Christians, Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jews, and of course, Muslims. We are not affiliated with one place of worship, but all places of worship are sacred to us and are fabric of our being. As president of COPA, my goal is to build on our relationships as it exists today in making our community vibrant.
What do you think, what is the Muslim American role in Los Angeles?
Well, I think that the Muslim American role in Los Angeles is to be part of the community, to be a vibrant part of the community, to be leaders in the community. I think that Los Angeles is a great combination of many, many cultures, and this is one of the cornerstones of the culture of Los Angeles.
What do you achieve today with this Muslim Interfaith Forum?
Say again?
Today you have a forum. So what do you want to achieve?
What do I want to achieve with the forum? The Muslim Forum is a way to build relationships. It's a way to build trust. It's a way to build partnerships. You know, policing is all about relationships, and the forum is a great way to build those.
I think it's a great event. The venue is nice. And I'm really impressed that such a great effort has been being made by LAPD to reach out to Muslim community and to make them feel part of this great country, America.
Okay, what do you think today's event?
Beautiful, I love it.
And what the empire's role?
We're just one of the community members. We're here to support whatever the community wants in terms of speaking for ourselves, speaking for Islam, not having others speak for us.
Do you think it's a very good effort by the LAPD?
I think they're trying to engage us. We should, the Quran and the Hadith, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ says when somebody sends you an invitation, you have to accept it unless there's a compelling reason. So we accept the invitation and we see what we can do for the benefit of our community.
Beautiful, very beautiful that we can get together to bridge the gaps, to work as a community, one humanity, inshallah.
Amazing, excellent program. We need to bridge the gap, bridge the LAPD with the community. Excellent.
Completely agree with you. It's a great event. The partnership between the community and the police is needed. That's the only way we can control all these CVE.
So what we do is we partner with the community to figure out how we can combat violent extremism, meaning the issues of people, and I'll back up, violent extremism is not just come from the Muslim community. We work with the Muslim community.
As a co-chair, I think it's awesome that the community comes out in full force with law enforcement to really become friends. It's about being true friends.
Hi there, Ruby Malachi, captain with LAPD, and this is really inspiring, and this is exactly why police officers come on the job, is to meet wonderful people such as Muhammad and the good people in his community, and it's exciting to build this relationship so we can do good things in Los Angeles.
आज का जो इवेंट है ये है from LAPD for the Muslims and for Pakistani Americans and Muslims, and this is where के सारे federal agencies, they all come down. They try to work on issues which are plaguing the Muslim community. So हम यहाँ पे लोगों के जो issues हैं, community issues हैं, उनको हल करते हैं.
I think it's a very important thing to do to engage our communities, all of our communities, but especially the Muslim community in our city. And I think that you're doing a great job at engaging them.
I think it's a wonderful event and a beautiful venue, and I really appreciate what LAPD is doing, reaching out to the community.
I'm appreciating it. Nothing like Getty Museum, At least for the first time, we are separating church and state. No longer a mosque. It's a community event.
Great venue. And obviously, the motives are very noble, and hopefully we'll achieve.
I think today's event is primarily to continue to strengthen various government entities. Specifically, this forum is by the Los Angeles Police Department to increase its visibility, ensure that communities are aware of the services they are going to provide. Department of Homeland Security, where I work, we're here to support both community and local law enforcement efforts in engaging with one another to help them deal with some of the challenges.
आवाज का जादूगर शहंशाह सुरसंगम राहत फतेह अली खान the living legend back to Los Angeles in concert, Pasadena Civic Center Auditorium, May 17th, Sunday. Proud presentation of Dylan and Tisha Entertainment. Call for ticket and sponsorship today.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, मैं हूँ राहत फतेह अली खान और मैं आ रहा हूँ आपके शहर लॉस एंजलिस में। मेरे साथ मुलाकात कीजिए अपने शहर में। लॉग ऑन टू www.facebook.com/rfakworld।
हज की हाजी अली पिया ऐ वली खुदा और हज पिया वली खुदा ऐ वली खुदा हम पे भी जरा हो करम की
नाज़रीन, अब आप बताते चलें कि सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान पूरे अमेरिका में क्या कुछ करने जा रहा है। सबसे पहले मई 31 को वाशिंगटन डीसी कैपिटल हिल में सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान की अवार्ड नाइट बड़ी धूमधाम से सेलिब्रेट की जा रही है। इस प्रोग्राम में तकरीबन पूरे अमेरिका, कनाडा और पाकिस्तान से भी लोग तशरीफ़ ला रहे हैं और ये प्रोग्राम एक काबिल दीद प्रोग्राम होगा। अगर आपकी नज़र में कोई ऐसा शख्स है जिसको अभी भी आप लास्ट मोमेंट में नॉमिनेट करना चाहते हैं, ज़रूर हमसे रब्ता कायम करें, हमारा नंबर देख लें। ये प्रोग्राम रंगारंग प्रोग्राम होगा, कलरफुल प्रोग्राम होगा और बहुत ही अहम तरीन पाकिस्तानी जिन्होंने बहुत ही कामयाबियाँ हासिल की हैं वो इस प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा होंगे। तो आप भी इन्वाइटेड हैं। 31 मई को क्रिस्टल गेटवे मेरिट होटल में ये प्रोग्राम तरतीब होगा और 6 बजे से लेके मिडनाइट तक ये प्रोग्राम जारी होगा। इसमें आने का अगर आपको शौक़ है और आप चाहते हैं इसको पार्टिसिपेट करें, इसका टिकट $100 है, यू कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ इट, और टेबल $1000 की है, कॉर्पोरेट टेबल। और अगर आप इस प्रोग्राम को स्पॉन्सर करना चाहते हैं, इस प्रोग्राम को स्पॉन्सर भी आप कर सकते हैं। या अगर आप में कोई टैलेंट है और आप अपना कोई टैलेंट दिखाना चाहते हैं तो उन लोगों की भी हमें तलाश है। इसके अलावा आज के प्रोग्राम में लोकल ग्लोबल भी शामिल है। तो आइए आपके लिए चलते हैं आज के हसीन और खूबसूरत प्रोग्राम में। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आज का प्रोग्राम आप बहुत इंजॉय करेंगे। बरादा फरमाइए ये रिपोर्ट।
I would like to thank you, Geo Television, and you for coming to our retreat. I know that you have been providing excellent coverage for Pakistani diaspora in United States.
डॉक्टर साहब कैसे मिल रहे हैं आपके?
बिल्कुल दुआ जी, बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक हूँ मैं।
ट्रीट हुई आपको कैसी लगी है सेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज की रिट्रीट?
बहुत अच्छी रिट्रीट थी, इन्होंने बहुत मेहनत से काम किया और वैसे भी सैन फ्रांसिस्को जो है ये बहुत अच्छा खूबसूरत शहर है, तो लोगों ने बहुत एंजॉय किया। इसमें काफ़ी पाकिस्तान के लिए भी काम हुए।
नज़ीर मेरे साथ है जनाब तकियान साहब, बड़े मशहूर शख्सियत हैं, फ़नकार भी हैं, गुलकार भी हैं, एक्टिविस्ट भी हैं अपना के, और पास प्रेसिडेंट भी रह चुके हैं और अरिज़ोना में बड़े काम करें। तो आज यहाँ आए हुए हैं, माशाल्लाह उन्होंने गाने भी गाए, कैंपेनिंग भी, मास्टर सेरेमनी भी थे और बहुत कुछ किया और विनर भी हैं। तो सर क्या कहते हैं, कैसा प्रोग्राम किया साबिर साहब ने? कोई काम करके दिखाया, आपकी उम्मीदों पे पूरे उतरे ही हैं?
सबसे पहले बहुत शुक्रिया जियो का कि आप आए और आपने हमें कवरेज दी है और माशाल्लाह प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छा रहा है। और साबिर भाई हमारे बड़े पुराने लीडर हैं एंड ही शोड हिज लीडरशिप। म्यूज़िक से लेकर और क्वालिटी ऑफ द प्रोग्राम वाज सुपर।
मेरे साथ है इंतखाब अहमद साहब, बहुत ही एक्टिव मेंबर हैं ये आप रिट्रीट के, काफ़ी काम किया उन्होंने माशाल्लाह और मैं समझता हूँ आइंदा भी बहुत अच्छे काम करेंगे। तो आप क्या समझते हैं कि साबिर साहब ने कुछ काम करके दिखाया इस रिट्रीट में?
सबसे पहले तो जियो का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने हमें ये मौका दिया कि हम अपने ख़यालात का इजहार करें। साबिर भाई हमारे बहुत ही माशाल्लाह एक्सपीरियंस्ड और बहुत टैलेंटेड प्रेसिडेंट हैं और इन्होंने हमारी रिट्रीट के लिए और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए बहुत अच्छा काम किया और ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को एक नई समत की तरफ लेके जा रहे हैं।
मेरे साथ इकबाल सिद्दीकी साहब, डॉक्टर इकबाल सिद्दीकी साहब, ये ट्रेजर हैं और आइए इनसे बातचीत करते हैं। कैसे मिजाज हैं जनाब आपके?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
कैसा रहा ओवरऑल आपका ये रिट्रीट? कैसा रहा?
ओवरऑल फंक्शन बहुत अच्छा रहा, काफ़ी लोगों ने अटेंड किया है, एटलीस्ट 200+ लोगों ने अटेंड किया है। सब ने इसको सराहा इस प्रोग्राम को और हमारे डॉक्टर साबिर साहब जो हमारे पायनियर में से हैं, हम सब इनकी बहुत इज़्ज़त करते हैं। इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है, काफ़ी तमाम स्टेट से लोग आए हैं, हमारे तमाम डॉक्टर्स कोलीग्स वगैरह। तो ओवरऑल इट्स ए सक्सेसफुल प्रोग्राम।
मेरे साथ हैं जनाब साजिद चौधरी साहब, इनका ताल्लुक़ फ्लोरिडा से है और मैं
इनको काफ़ी अरसे से अपना के कई प्रोग्रामों में प्रोजेक्ट में देख चुका हूँ। काफ़ी बढ़ चढ़ कर बहुत एक्टिव तरीके से काम करते हैं और काफ़ी इनकी खिदमात हैं अपना के अंदर काम के हवाले से। तो आज ये आए हुए थे यहाँ पे सिंध मेडिकल कॉलेज और सिंध मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी की जो रीट्रीट थी उसमें इनका आज कुछ हिस्सा था और बड़ी दूर से सफ़र करके आए। बातचीत करते हैं कि आज का प्रोग्राम इनको कैसा लगा।
बहुत खुशी हुई यहाँ पर आकर। सिंध मेडिकल कॉलेज अलमनाई एसोसिएशन की रिट्रीट थी और नॉर्दर्न कैलिफोर्निया चैप्टर का कंबाइंड प्रोग्राम था। बहुत सारे दोस्तों से मुलाकात हुई। एजुकेशनल प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छा था, एंटरटेनमेंट प्रोग्राम बहुत अच्छा था, अटेंडेंस बहुत अच्छी थी और अपना के फ्यूचर के बारे में बहुत अच्छी डिस्कशंस हुई।
मिसाल जनाब इकबाल ज़फ़र हमीद साहब माशाल्लाह बहुत ही यानी कि आइकॉनिक लीडर हैं अपना के। फ्लोरिडा से इनका ताल्लुक़ है और पिछले साल इन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा यानी कि कन्वेंशन किया था जो काबिल तारीफ़ था और अब ये माशाल्लाह ट्रेजरर हैं अपना के और फ्यूचर में कैंडिडेट भी होंगे ये सेक्रेटरी के इंशाल्लाह। और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये काफ़ी दूर से आए और आइए बातचीत करते हैं कि इनको ये ट्रीट कैसा लगा और क्या इनके प्लान है सिंध मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी के इन फ्यूचर में।
थैंक यू वकार भाई। ये प्रोग्राम जो यहाँ पे सैन फ्रांसिस्को में हुआ ये जिना सिंध मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी अलमनाई और अपना नॉर्थ कैलिफोर्निया चैप्टर के तवस्सुत से हुआ है ये प्रोग्राम। और इस प्रोग्राम में जिना सिंध मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी के बहुत सारे अच्छे प्रोजेक्ट्स के बारे में बात हुई है जिसमें अपना इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ पब्लिक हेल्थ है। उसके अलावा जिना सिंध मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी में जो है हम बहुत सारी रेनोवेशंस कर रहे हैं लेक्चर्स हॉल्स की, बल्कि एक पूरा नया फ्लोर बन रहा है जो यहाँ के एलमनस की हेल्प से हो रहा है। इस सिलसिले में हमारे जो जिना सिंध मेडिकल यूनिवर्सिटी के वाइस चांसलर प्रोफेसर तारिक रफ़ी साहब हैं वो भी यहाँ पे आए हुए हैं, इसीलिए ताकि वो सारी रिपोर्ट दे सकें।
उज़र भाई मुझे मौका देने का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। सफ़ीर पाकिस्तान का भी बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और आप एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री कर रहे हैं डाउ मेडिकल कॉलेज पे और डाउ यूनिवर्सिटी का साइंसेस के ऊपर और डाउ इंटरनेशनल कॉलेज पे, विच इज़ वेरी नाइस। माशाल्लाह लोगों को पता चलेगा कि वहाँ क्या हो रहा है। सो डाउ इंटरनेशनल यूनिवर्सिटी was a natural progression of Dow Medical College being converted into a university, DUHS or DUHS Dow International Medical College, and उसके अंदर जो है obviously कि पहला बैच अभी आया है और they are trying to bring it to a standard जहाँ पे जो भी बच्चे वहाँ से निकल रहे हैं वो कामयाब हो सकें आगे जाके अपने मेडिसिन के अंदर और अपनी सब स्पेशलिटीज़ के अंदर। और जितना भी हमने सुना है या जो कुछ देखा है वो माशाल्लाह इट्स कटिंग एज इन पाकिस्तान।
बेसिकली तो सबसे बड़ा एजेंडा ये है कि जो मेडिकल एजुकेशन है पाकिस्तान की उसमें काफ़ी चीज़ें इश्यूज़ हैं उसके अंदर। बेसिकली ये कि जो नया रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन 2017 से आने वाला है उसमें ये होगा कि पहले ये होता था कि पाकिस्तान मेडिकल एंड डेंटल काउंसिल को WHO रिकग्नाइज़ कर देती थी और PMDC के अंदर जो भी मेडिकल कॉलेज होते थे वो रिकग्नाइज थे। अब ये होगा कि हर इंडिविजुअल खुद एक इदारा जो है वो रिकग्नाइज होना ज़रूरी है। जैसे डाव है, लियाकत यूनिवर्सिटी है, SMC है, तो अगर वो खुद रिकग्नाइज नहीं करेंगे अपने आप को तो जो बच्चे 2017 से जाएंगे वो ईस्टर्न यूरोपियन और वेस्टर्न यूरोपियन प्लस अमेरिका, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, अफ्रीका में वो रेजिडेंसी और ट्रेनिंग हासिल नहीं कर सकते। तो हमारा मेन मकसद ये होगा कि भाई हम इन चीज़ों को पुश करें और स्टैंडर्ड को बढ़ाएं। दूसरा ये कि जो हमारा मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव वो ये है कि जो सेक्टेरियन प्रॉब्लम और वायलेंस हो रहे हैं फिजिशियन के साथ उसमें हम ये करना चाहते हैं कि पार्लियामेंट जो है पाकिस्तान की उसमें एक नेगोशिएशन शुरू करना चाहते हैं जिस
My name is Dr. Hina Chaudhary. I am an associate professor at Mount Sinai School of Medicine. Previously, I was the foreign service assistant professor at Columbia University, and I am a clinical cardiologist. I run the program in cardiac regenerative medicine at Mount Sinai School of Medicine, and I invented a technique that grows new heart muscle cells in the diseased heart. I've spent 15 years doing the research, and now I have a biotech startup that seeks to commercialize this technology so that it can reach patients and basically help fix their hearts after heart attack.
I see. Okay. So your company is not in just public or is going to be public soon?
It's a privately held company. We may go public in 3 to 4 years.
And you are the CEO and the chairman of the company?
I'm the founder. And
You are the founder.
I'm the founder and the chairman of the board, and I'm being transitioned into chief scientific officer. I'm actively recruiting the right business management team and the CEO that has experience running this type of technology.
Do you see the good future of your company?
Yes,
My name is Katia Riaz. I had the opportunity to meet Dr. Hannah Chowdhury a few years back in New York, I believe, and we've been friends since then. It's been absolutely great becoming her friend. I'm so blessed to have her in my life, and she's been a mentor to me. She's been a friend. She's like an older sister, so I just want to wish her all the best, and I am very thankful to Gio. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Katia Riaz, and I'm bringing a show. What's her story?
Actually, it seems like I've been doing it. The one knife painting I started maybe like a few years ago, but my art I had started since like it's been 24, 25 years.
सही शेख की शख्सियत ह्यूस्टन टेक्सास में किसी तारुफ की मोहताज नहीं. गर्मी हो सर्दी, बारिश हो तूफान, काम और काम. ह्यूस्टन के बखेड़े एक तरफ, सही शेख की शख्सियत एक तरफ. पाकिस्तान की मोहब्बत से सरशार सही शेख शहर को जागते रखते हैं. सिस्टर सिटी का इस साल की तकरीब एक शानदार और पुरतकल्लफ तकरीब थी, जिसमें कई मुल्कों के कौंसल जनरल ने हिस्सा लिया. समाजी, सकाफती और कल्चर प्रोग्राम पेश किए गए.
हाजिर अजीज़ कौंसल जनरल जनाब महमूद साहब ने भी इस प्रोग्राम में बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्से लिया। इसके अलावा मसरूफ़ फिलैंथ्रोपिस्ट जावेद अनवर की मौजूदगी ने इस प्रोग्राम को एक नया रंग दिया। इस प्रोग्राम में बड़ी तादाद में लोगों ने शिरकत की और मीडिया ने भरपूर अंदाज में तकरीब को जगह दी। तकरीब नहायत ही कामयाबी से हमकिनार है।
आवाज का जादूगर शहंशाह सुरसंगम राहत फतेह अली खान द लिविंग लेजेंड back to Los Angeles in concert Pasadena Civic Center Auditorium May 17th Sunday. Proud presentation of Dylan and Tisha Entertainment. Call for ticket and sponsorship today.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, मैं हूँ राहत फतेह अली खान और मैं आ रहा हूँ आपके शहर लॉस एंजलिस में। मेरे साथ मुलाकात कीजिए अपने शहर में। लॉग ऑन टू www.facebook.com/rfakworld।
हाजी अली पिया वली खुदा हज पिया वली खुदा हम पे भी जरा हो करम की निगाह।
नाज़रीन, इसके साथ ही आपका मेज़बान वक़ार अली खान आपसे जा चाहेगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। पाकिस्तान पाइंदाबाद।